Hello, and welcome to my podcast. Whether you're walking to work, having a cup of coffee, or just seeking positive vibes, join me as I share timeless wisdom and practical tools to make your life better. Hi friends, how are you this week? Do you know how blessed and amazing you are? I look at the world around me and I'm so grateful for just being alive. And to be able to even have this opportunity to share this weekly podcast, it's just a blessing. So thank you for being here. And today I want us to deep dive into what is self-care. So a friend once asked me, Mercy, what is self-care? To me, self-care is loving you. It's prioritizing you. It's embracing practices that calm the noise in my head. It's lighting a scented candle before I go to sleep, or reading a page a book of Becoming by Michelle Obama, because she's my girl. Then it's listening to a podcast for 10 minutes that inspires me. So I decided to look up the definition of what self-care means. And I found out that self-care is the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health. It's the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness. Self-care describes a conscious act one takes in order to promote their own physical, mental, and emotional health. And there are many forms self-care may take. It could be ensuring you get enough sleep every night, or stepping outside for a few minutes for some fresh air. But here's the thing. Listening to music, exercising won't help relieve stress if you aren't taking care of yourself. Meditation won't do you any good if you're not getting adequate sleep. In fact, when you try to meditate, you might doze off because you aren't taking care of your body. For the need to sleep. Similarly, hitting the gym once in a while won't relieve much stress if you're only fueling your body with high processed junk food. You need to take care of your basic needs first if you want your stress relief activities to be effective. Because that is what self-care is supposed to do. Self-care is supposed to relieve your stress. So taking care of your mind, body, and spirit are at the core of self-care. They are your foundation to a well-fulfilled life. And I know that because these are my foundations. It is through taking deliberate action to elevate your energy that you create the momentum going. So self-care is how we have a relationship with God, with ourselves, and others. That's how I view self-care. It is how we balance how we feel on a physical, spiritual, and emotional level. Because only then do we feel better and show up better. Unfortunately, however, many of us view self-care as a luxury, rather than a priority. And consequently, we are left feeling overwhelmed, tired, and ill-equipped to handle life's inevitable challenges. So today, I will be sharing with you 5 ways you can begin to elevate your self-care practice. A at the core of it all is having a relationship with God. And I know this because I am walking this journey, and I've walked both journeys without having God and having one with God. I know I cannot force you to be religious because I'm not a pastor and I don't know your relationship with God. But what I know is a lifestyle that includes religion is generally a healthier lifestyle. Because nurturing your spirit gives you a sense of meaning. For me, it gives me a sense of understanding. And it has taught me that when we ask God, we receive. And there's nothing to me that is more important than knowing that if I do the work, put in the effort, and have faith, I will attract what I have. Because I have God with me. For me, that just gives me peace. And this will look different for everyone. Just find your practice in having a relationship with God. And number 2 is have the right mindset. Raise the energy of your thoughts. Just think about it. If you tell yourself every day, I don't know where to start, I don't have it all together, I can't do it, does this make you feel better about yourself? Absolutely not. Because the way you think and the things that you're filling your mind with greatly influence your psychological well-being. And I know that doubt will come up, but it's up to you to choose what serves you. It's up to you to choose books that fill you or make you grow a notch higher. It's practicing self-compassion and acceptance, which helps you maintain a healthier inner dialogue. And the third way to elevate your self-care is to pay attention to your surroundings. Socialization is key to self-care. And oftentimes we find it hard to make time for friends, and it's easy to neglect your relationship when life gets busy. Choose to be around people who live fully, people who encourage you, people who you go to them and tell them, I want to start a new business. They're not here to tell you cannot make it, but ask you, how are we going to do it? Or, go girl, you got this. Choose to be around people who like you. Choose to raise your energy. Make the choice to stay away from peace stealers, people who are always complaining, because the things that you pay attention to raise your energy. And they make you feel better. And the fourth way that you can elevate your self-image is embrace your feelings. Your thoughts create how you feel. And how you feel create the actions you take and also the results that you create. And I want you to remember this, if nothing else that I have shared today, just remember your thoughts create how you feel. And then eventually it will create your actions and your results. I want you to embrace activities that help you acknowledge and express your feelings on a regular basis. Whether it's talking to a partner or a close friend about how you feel, or you set aside time for leisure activities that help you process your emotion. Because it is important to incorporate emotional self-care into your life. It is important to let feelings in, because we are going through a lot, each and every one of us. We are going through a lot of human experiences, and I keep on saying this, life is a contrast. You'll have both positive and negative emotions each and every day. So what I want you to do is to understand your feelings. Look for that support system if you have to. If not, look for that practice that helps you manage and embrace these feelings. Don't run away from them. And the last one is just set time for you. Set time to grow you. Set time to love you. I think this for me has been the best practice that I've ever practiced. I used to put myself last, but nowadays I'm first. And it's not because I think that I'm better than anyone. No, and I've said this before. It is because I choose to love me so that I can live an extraordinary life. If you have to, take time to ask yourself, who are you? What do you want? Just take the time for you. Why do you think that you're amazing? Just take that time for you and look for evidence. I always say that, look for evidence, create beliefs, and this shapes your self-image. Transform your self-image, because if you don't do it, no one else will come and do it. No one will ever tell you you're good enough. No one will ever tell you you can do it. Nobody. No one will ever tell you how enough you are. You're the only one who knows yourself. That is the fifth way to elevate your self-care. So till I see you again, I love you and thanks for tuning in. Cheers.